I feel like at some point, literally everyone's had at least 1 or 2 moments of like serious Minecraft grinding, whether in your own world or even in Cosmic, because literally everywhere there is moments of a serious grinding, like this huge tunnel we can see right here, which I don't know the purpose for, but I'm open to whatever it is. This new shopping district entrance under the lake, this is some serious grinding. We got a whole lot more room to work with over here. This is some serious grinding. But lately, my moment of serious grinding is just this one shop. Like seriously, working on these map art projects, they take so much time. It is definitely progress, but it's still taking quite a lot longer than I originally thought it would. Especially since today, I'm gonna be tackling another form of major grinding, assuming I can get everything working properly, but I think I can manage it. See, if you remember a few episodes ago, DJ actually offered to allow me to use his blaze and wither skeleton farms to get blaze rods, which I've definitely been using in bulk for end rods and things like that. And I also know that DJ's original plan for this entire farm was to actually set it up to sell beacons in mass quantity, but with IRL stuff and account issues and things like that, he's not been able to do that yet. And I'm pretty sure you know where I'm going with this. What if I were to somehow, maybe, grind out as many beacons as I physically can, set it up in one of his trucks, and then, I don't know, maybe rake in just a couple diamonds off the side or something like that. I'm sure DJ won't mind if I do something like that. But first things first, we're gonna need some wither heads, and an absolute ton of them. Well, it's a good thing DJ made this farm AFK-able. But geez, like about 2 hours of AFKing and we only got 4 heads. That's kinda... what's a word I could use that's not mean, but could also be pretty honest? This farm sucks, DJ. It's really slow. And my guess is that there's probably, like, a pocket or, like, at least a few spots around the area where... yep, definitely a few pockets and spots around where I've AFK, where there is so many spawning spots, which is almost definitely eating up the mob cap. But you know, fixing something like this, it shouldn't be too hard. Then I've needed a reason to use all this cobwebs eat slate I've been getting over the past couple months. Not really sure how much I need to slab around here. I guess the only answer I have right now is just a lot. I don't feel comfortable the way he's looking at me and holding his sword. Oh, that's why he was doing it. Oh. Yeah, I think this will help with rates a little bit, but I think the big place we need to slab up is actually where all this glass is. But I don't know if that's true, like this glass could just be here. Or actually, this glass could have been placed like to find the actual spawning spot, and then he found it over there, he slabbed up most of the spot, and then just didn't bother slabbing all of this? Maybe, I'm gonna slab this place up anyways. If I'm wrong, I'm more than willing to remove all the slabs I'm placing up here. But assuming I'm right, let's actually get this place slabbed up. I don't know why I put the glass panes back, but I don't know, maybe DJ would want it there. But yeah, not only have I slabbed up around this area, but I've also slabbed up like in other areas such as up there, and there's probably going to be other places I noticed, maybe like over here that I'm going to have to slab or something like that. But let's maybe give it another hour or two and actually see how this goes. And having done that, okay, this is better. Sure, we only got 1 extra wither skeleton skull, but we are getting tons and tons more drops. But not even having the capacity on selling 2 beacons yet, that's not the best idea in the world. Which means I have a lot more AFK I'm gonna have to do. And so over the next 4 days, I did literally as much AFKing as I physically can. When I wasn't recording videos or doing editing or something like that, I was always going to be here AFKing. And after that time, we managed to get 37 separate wither skeleton skulls. Also in that time, I did do just a little bit more slabbing here and there. But yeah, I'm gonna leave my second account over at the farm to do more AFKing, while we head off to actually do the fun part. It's times like these where I'm really glad I have Duba as my base mate. Also, that bee is still there, so I don't know if I should be concerned or not. Maybe that bee's having an existential crisis or something like that. But while that bee is figuring himself out, let's head off to the end. Because if it wasn't obvious yet, I don't intend on fighting literally every single one of these withers, which is why instead I'm going to be building something to do that for me. And I know there's ways to do it in the overworld, but this is the way I know how to do it best, and the way I've had experience on doing it before. Only major thing is this design from Waffle Knight says that it works in 1.17, but I don't know if it works in any other version. But you know, I have faith that I'm not just gonna let loose a wither in the end. And if I do, I guess that'll just be a fun surprise for someone to find. But now that this farm is built, hopefully we're not gonna get to that point, but only one way to find out, so... Alright, I'm intentionally gonna do this. I hope this farm still works. Does it? I think it does, actually. Okay, crisis averted. I think this farm actually still works, assuming it doesn't get out when it blows up. Yeah, oh, it got out! It got out! Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, let's just... I was not expecting this to happen. Oh, jeez. Okay, let me just see if I can get someone to pop on and help.
I must come to save you.
Well, it wasn't my fault. It was the farm for being outdated and me not
Yeah,
checking to make sure the farm still worked.
Yeah, whenever I'm dealing with sketchy stuff like that, I always try in a creative world first.
So, okay, I either mess up on the farm or the farm just doesn't work. Okay, it looks like
I don't know.
it
Maybe
looks like
you
even though it
messed
broke the obsidian, it's still like trapped down there. I'm gonna get closer
up.
to see if I can de-escalate this at all.
You're only gonna make things worse.
Probably. It looks like it's stuck, but it broke the obsidian. Like, I think the water is legit, like, keeping it from getting out.
Wait. Ah, Minecraft. Oh.
I'm very impatient, you know this place.
This is the best time in your life to be patient.
Oh, jeez. Hello. I'm gonna see if I can weaken it. Oh, jeez, I think it's actually out now.
No.
It is out. It is out.
Okay. I'll be there eventually. Hopefully the enemy
no.
Come on, Minecraft. Faster. Please. Hurry
Sir,
up.
you're in the wrong place. This is the wrong boss for me to fighting here. My big worry is that it, like, goes into, like, the overworld portal and it, like, messes up spawn.
If it goes through, spawn shouldn't. Does spawn chunks work on bedrock stuff?
I think so.
Loaded?
I think so.
Oh no. If it goes through just ASAP, you might want to wait. No, you can't have your ult on right now. If it goes through, we need someone to quickly.
Well, I have my ult on AFKing at a farm right now, so
okay,
worst case scenario, I will
use that.
Yeah, worst case scenario, I will use my ult account to get rid of it, but I want to see if I can do it legit. I have no idea where it is right now. Like, I'm in the end, I'm just, I don't know where it went. Could it have fallen into the void? You know how when it's an aggro, it just starts going down? Blaze, you made it, and it took only half an hour.
I'm doing like a loop around the island.
Shame, I'm not seeing it, which could lead to, like, you know, we don't have to deal with it. But at the same time, we don't know where it is, which is kind of terrifying. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong, and then some. And the fact that we lost the Wither to who knows where, like, that's kind of terrifying. Even though it probably did die in the void or something like that. But yeah, I recreated the farm like exactly how I did it in the realm, or exactly how the tutorial showed it. And yeah, I think this farm, it just doesn't work anymore because the exact same thing's gonna happen. It's gonna load up everything. It's gonna look fine. But the second it starts blasting its little heads all over the place, it's gonna break the obsidian. You see, just like that, just like how we saw in Cosmic. But it's not entirely hopeless because I found another design from Silent Whisper which uses these little end gateway things. And just to make sure it works this time... Ooh. Wait, okay, let's try that again. Okay, now it works now. I don't get why it didn't work the first time. I am very worried about this whole business idea, but we're already pretty knee-deep in it. So let's hop back on the Cosmic. And now we gotta go out in the world to actually find a good end gateway. And by good, I mean one that's close enough to another one. Because otherwise, it's gonna be a painful and long trip back and forth home. Ooh, okay, there's one right here. But now big question, is there another one nearby? The one time I'm not looking for a city and there's... Okay. Well, definitely since I'm here, why has no one found this one? Ooh, actually, I didn't even know if I have enough obsidian, so maybe I needed to come here. Okay, here's another one, which actually might be the one that sends you through to here. And if it is, then actually, we could probably use that one. But okay, now for the fun part, actually building it and not screwing it up. Both are definitely very, very important for this entire farm. Okay, and this should have broken the portal. I am still amazed at what people can actually find to break this game. I hope everything is ready. I'm putting in a lot of faith into this thing. Wait, just to make sure. Okay, pointing the right way. Nothing seems to be in its way, apart from Enderman. Oh, jeez. Oh, but okay, let's do this. Okay, take two. Here we go. I'm gonna dig a little hidey hole just in case I need it. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, so far so good. I looked at an Enderman. Why did I do that? I'm gonna get to my hidey hole right now. Get to my hidey hole. Oh, please let this work. Please let this work. I can't even check to see if this thing's working. Okay, let's pop our head out. I think... Is it working? It looks like it's working. It looks like it's working. I think what happened in the test world, maybe I just stood in the way. Yeah, it's definitely working. It's definitely working. The ground is getting torn to shreds, but that's fine. I mean, there's really nothing we could do about it. Oh, it worked. It worked. He's dead. He is dead. He's finito. He's completo. Thank goodness this worked. I was so panicking. You saw me panicking. But thank goodness this actually managed to work. Hey, and there's more withers here. Any extra heads? Nope. Oh, but it's fine because we got it. We made it work. And now we're gonna make it work again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. After my few missteps, I was expecting like maybe, I don't know, 9 or 10 stars or something like that, but I instead managed to get 12. And jeez, this is a sight to behold if I've ever seen one. And I'm really glad that there is nothing it's gonna hit that's important. But if we're gonna be at the point of actually being able to sell beacons, we're gonna need a whole bunch of glass and a whole bunch of obsidian, which means we finally have a use for this entire lava pool. Well, that was fun. And now for the glass, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. Since, you know, I still have all this sand from when Kingston gave it to me. Okay, not bad. So how'd my second account do at the farm? Let's see, and... Okay, that's not too bad. So I have about 4 or 5 days before this video has to be released. And I'm gonna do literally as much AFKing as I physically can in that time. And considering we have no more slabbing stew or anything like that, the odds of us getting more wither skeleton skulls, it should be at least a little bit higher. And after sitting at the farm for a few days... And alright, how did we do? Okay, that's a lot. For not having to slab or anything, that's a lot of stuff, including a lot of heads. I think there's probably better designs out there, but for the farm we have, this is pretty good. And typically I get about maybe 3 or 5 separate wither skeletons every time a wither spawns, so maybe we could get a whole bunch more wither stars than we originally thought. I just realized I forgot to check to make sure the farm was all set up, and I am so glad that it was already. Like, I've already messed up enough times today with withers, I didn't need another one. Well, I've gone through a few withers so far, and nothing yet, but, you know, there's always a chance. Well, from all the withers I spawned, I did, once. From probably like 12 or 15 or however many withers, I only got 1 extra head from those wither skeletons. But you know, still having 32 separate nether stars isn't too bad of a thing. You don't really get to do something like this too often, but... Oh, that felt good. But also really weird. But I guess since it still is technically DJ's farm and stuff, I might as well put it in his shop. This is probably a good price. Again, this doesn't seem real, but it is. This is, like, how do I even describe how weird this looks? Like on a survival SMP. Like seeing that many beacons, that many nether stars in one single spot, I don't think I've seen it in a long time in an SMP. That is until I saw this post from Silent Whisper, which completely blows all my work out of the water. Thanks, Silent. I needed that.